doing it.
Okay.
Maybe it was my connection.
Got it. Yeah.
Maybe it was my connection. And done redirecting. We should be live now. We are live, Valentina.
Are we?
Yes, we are. So hang on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Yes, you are live.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
No, isn't it? Isn't it? I know, it's so strange because it's Zoom. Let's chat.
Elena is already here. Hi, Elena.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie. Oh, my kitty just left. Oh.
It's the cat. Oh,
She just left.
Oh, okay. Hey, Elena. All right, let me get this off because I can see myself on there.
Yeah.
Hey, Elena. Okay, so yeah, you have to look at your phone to be able to see the comments. If anyone comments. And we should have got Elena on as she's up. We should have said, Elena, come and join us. How you doing, guys? How are ya? You can see us, Elena, yeah? Me and Valentina were actually having a catch-up one-to-one.
Yeah.
And Valentina said, let's go live.
Yeah.
Because we were having a deep conversation about lots of different things. And she was like, we should go live and talk about this. And, you know, Valentina's never up at this time, usually. Usually she's well asleep by now. Yeah. So I was like, okay, let's do it then. So we're here. You know me. I know Elena. So we're here. And we were just literally having a discussion about, I don't know, what would you call it?
I don't know. Let's trying to attract your circle of people, like being your
trying to track. What they call? Oh, I've moved my thing. Your vibe attracts your tribe. It's kind of like that, isn't it?
It is.
That. Oh, hey, Lindsay. I'm live. Yeah, I know it's been ages. It's like she's live, and it's night owls, isn't it? So this will be before we met. I think, Valentina. I used to do night owls at this time. I'd come live at between 11 and midnight, and we called it Night Owls, and we would talk about anything to do with life, whatever. I haven't done it for a long, long time, so you're probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? But yeah, we were talking about authenticity, I would say. But obviously, me and Valentina run our own businesses, and later than that, we did, like 2 o'clock in the morning, we'd be on here. So obviously we run our own businesses. Valentina also works full-time, so, and has a child, and we were just talking about, you know, when you run your own business as well, like you're trying to find your way and find your people. And I was saying that, like, you have to, how important it is to just be who you are, because if you're trying to be something you're not, or mimic somebody else's way, 9 times out of 10 it isn't going to work anyway. But if you were successful at completely mimicking somebody else or pretending to be someone you're not, what you're actually also doing is attracting
the wrong people,
right?
Not necessarily wrong because they're not right, but they're not your people. And there are people that are expecting you to be who you are not.
Yes. So I don't know if you're, I'm trying to think of an example. Trying to think of a good example. Like if you're portraying yourself to look a certain way, for instance, all the time, like, you know, your background's perfect, you look perfect, everything's perfect, you're going to attract those people that are attracted to that kind of thing, right? But if that isn't truly who you are, you're not going to be able to connect with those people because you don't understand that life, because that isn't your life. Yes, does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. And also these people, they might start to criticize you because you're not good enough as well, because it doesn't come to you naturally. So these people, they might think, oh, you know, she's pretending to be, but she's actually not.
Yeah.
So everything falls apart because you don't feel enough. You don't feel capable to do what you want to achieve or copy. And the people you attract, automatically they're gonna be, well, criticizing you, or they're not gonna follow you anymore. They're just gonna go somewhere else and find what they're looking for. And you're gonna be left with nothing, basically, with just a feeling that you're not good enough. So why just don't be yourself and attract the people you want in your circle, and the good vibes as well, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Lindsay's saying, with me, I'm Linz, take me or leave me.
Yeah,
will love you and some won't, and I have accepted that. Absolutely, Lindsay.
I love that. That's a great example. Yeah,
absolutely. But I think we live in a world now today that there is constant pressure to act a certain way, look a certain way, do things a certain way, like all of these things that can be so overwhelming for people, and you can get lost in it, right? You can get completely lost in it. And if you're speaking from a business point of view, you come into something new and you're throwing all of this stuff at you, and you're like, it's overwhelming, and it can actually have the reverse effect. Instead of just coming in and just being who you are, just being who you are, whoever that is, because there's people out there for everybody. Like, people that follow me and like me might not like you, and vice versa with Valentina. Valentina's people might not like me because I'm not like Valentina. You see what I mean? Like, so I think it's really important to be authentically you. Be inspired by what you see when you see stuff, and then figure out how you can do it, but it's authentically coming from you, right? Oh, look,
you know what? Something is like, sometimes it's very difficult, because especially when you start a business, like this happened to me as well. When I start joining Unique, I didn't know who I was. And in this journey, I've been kind of discovering myself bit by bit every day. But at the beginning, I was like, I remember one of the first conversations we had, you were saying to me, oh, you just need to be yourself. And I was like, okay, but I didn't know where to start. I didn't even know who I was. So this is the hard part, because you keep seeing so many information from everyone, and everyone is expecting you to be in a certain way. But is this what you actually want to be? What you really want to be, who you want to become, who you want to show, like the true person that you are you gonna willing to show it to everyone, or you want just to pretend to be someone else? Like, are you gonna really stop and look at who you are inside, and then once you acknowledge that, just show up? This is not something that comes very easy. And I don't think I've really found myself yet. It's a long journey, I feel, but I'm getting there.
It is. It's a good point that you made there, actually. There is constant pressure which you can get yourself into, and it's so hard. Yeah, I agree, Lindsay. And Cos has just got home.
Hey, babe.
Hey, Cos. No, that's a really good point that you made there. When you come into a new business, not everybody comes in knowing who they are, or even what they want, right? I certainly didn't know who I was or what I wanted when I started, and that was 2014. So it's been a journey for me to learn of who I was and what I wanted, and still learning, because like, you evolve as well, and you change, right? What you liked back then, you might like now, and all of this stuff, right? And that's a really good point, that when you come in and someone says to you, just be yourself. And but if you say that to somebody,
who am I?
Yeah, that's a very, very good point.
Because sometimes you get into this life because of what sometimes other people build your future, your life. Because you study a certain thing and you find yourself having a job and doing that job, but maybe you don't like that job, or maybe you find yourself stuck in a relationship because when you were young, you had something in common with a person and you ended up marrying that person, and then maybe you're just there because of other reasons, but you're not really actually happy. So these kind of things make you change and make you feel yourself, you're in a loop and you can't get out of it.
Further away from finding out
you
who
lose
you are.
Yourself.
It's almost like you are an actor playing a part in a movie. You're acting in a movie. You're acting in this life, and the more you do that, the further away you're moving from actually figuring out who you truly are, right? Because you're playing a role in something that actually isn't true to you. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey Jade. Hey Pep, my girl Pep from Texas is in the house. Woo. Hey sis.
Hi.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest problem. I think that's the biggest problem in everything, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
In today's world, is that everybody is running around trying to be somebody other than themselves. I mean, please listen. This is an open discussion. So if anyone disagrees or has a different opinion or whatever, please share. It's just a discussion, right? But that's how I feel like is everybody is running around trying to be everything but themselves.
Yes.
Even those that say, this is who I am, I'm real, I'm authentic. Like some of those people, when you look at them, you're like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're not.
You're pretending to be who you're not.
To be, but you're not. You're not happy.
Yeah.
Not whatever, right? Okay. And that's the problem, because society today makes you feel like you need to be so much greater than what you are, but you don't. I'm going to use Elena as an example. I am myself. Yes, you are, Lindsay. I'm going to use Elena. I couldn't be anything other than me. Warts and all.
This is great. You should be proud of you, Lindsay. No, who's this? Jade. Sorry.
Jade. Yeah.
Sorry, Jade.
Elena, has been battling, trying to do what everybody else is doing, and it's not who she is. Exactly. Elena is not a makeup girl. She just isn't. That just isn't her thing. She has no interest whatsoever in makeup, like in that way, right? And I hope Elena don't mind. But I asked her when she reached out for some support. I asked her, like, what makeup items do we have that you love? What do you love? What I was trying to find out is Elena the girl that secretly deep down would love to know how to do makeup properly, would love to play with it, but lacks the confidence to do it, right? Is she that girl? Or is she that girl that actually I couldn't give a damn about the makeup? It's not my thing at all. Like, I'm not here in Unique for the makeup. I'm not in this business for the makeup. I love XYZ, or I just love the community, or whatever it is. Like, what is it that makes Elena tick, right? And she was honest. Like, I'm not really into the makeup. So I'm kind of like, well, why are you buying it then? But why do you think she's buying it? Because one, she got stuff in her beauty box and whatever else, and two, she sees the rest of us doing things, and that's what she feels she needs to do. So anyway, we've had a conversation, we've sorted things out, we've come up with some ideas. Elena isn't a makeup girl, but she loves, there are certain things that she does love, like the eye mask, the collagen, and blah 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 blah. Do you, Elena, and focus on just the things that you love. Focus on you.
And people will love you.
have to come up and be creative in the way that you see some of us are, because that isn't who she is. Unless that's what she wants to do,
yeah,
fine. But if that isn't what she wants to do, then why don't force yourself to do it, because that isn't who she is. Go out there and do the things that are authentic to you. Elena was funny. She's right? She's funny. She's funny.
she is super funny.
She has a great heart. Her humor is amazing. And that's what most of us love her for. So go out there and share that. And look what happened with that reel with the washing. What was it? Was changing the bed sheets. It was changing the bed sheets, wasn't it?
That was crazy.
Look at, right? But she was just Elena.
Yeah.
I can guarantee if I try to do that video that she did, that reel even that she did with the duvet covers,
yeah,
I'm not going to get the same response.
Never ever.
Okay.
That was so genuine. It was so her. Her voice, her tone voice was just so relaxed as well. Like if she would have done it the same, doing, I don't know, eyebrows, she would be, oh my God, you know? This was so natural. So everything that can work for her might not work for me. So let's not try to imitate ourselves, because there's no need.
There's no need. No matter what the outside world is telling you, that's to keep you in competition with each other. That's to keep you in insecurity. That's what it does to you when you're looking around at everybody else. All it does is keeps you in a low vibration state. You're constantly comparing yourself. If you don't feel you're at the same level, you don't feel you'll ever get to that level, because you're constantly looking at those people that are nothing like you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And sometimes we are really scared of trying new things as well, and get out from what we think we shouldn't do because other people, they judge us. Like sometimes we are really scared of being ourselves because we think somebody else can judge our way to be, or I don't know, like for me today was so inspiring, for example, because of Cos. I mean, Cos, you made my day, and you have no idea what you've done to me today. It was just, I came home and I was constantly talking on my stories about you and the confidence that you gave me. Just because I bought a pair of glasses, but that was not a pair of glasses. That was the confidence to get out and wear a pair of glasses that I would never have bought in all my life. Because
if you at the shop, you wouldn't have bought them.
Yeah, she was there, and she was like, you need to see these glasses from another perspective. Don't think about what other people gonna think of you. Just try to dress, like wear them and be confident. And if you like them, just show to the world that you love it. And you're gonna look amazing. And I was, okay, let me try. I tried it, and oh my God, I didn't want to take them off.
I was on the live going, yes, Valentin, those ones, like you could hear me. And then I don't know, was it a guy on the other stall?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I hear him in the background saying, no, the Domenti ones, those are the ones you wear every day. And I was like, no, Valentina. Like, I know you can't hear me, but I was like, no, not the Domenti ones, like the other ones. Because you looked amazing.
It was crazy. And I went to pick up my daughter at nursery, and she noticed the glass because I had them on my head, and she was, put it down. And I was boom. And she was, yes. She was so happy. She loved them. And I was, oh my God, you see, just because you felt comfortable wearing them and you just been yourself, you went out of your comfort zone, you tried new things, they actually, if you find out they work for you. So you need to try new stuff. And yeah, that was fantastic. It made my day. It made my day. And I knew it because I went to see her, and I knew he would be like a good thing for me. It's like sometimes you need to be surrounded with your people because they give you energy. They give you this. I know it sounds something really, like too sentimental or whatever, but it's about energy as well. Like the people that you attract, they gonna lift you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all a circle that it never stops. So just be surrounded by your people.
It's true. It's true.
You're gonna have amazing experience like the one I had today. I came home, I was like, wow, can you see me? It's 20 past midnight and I'm still awake.
Elena, can you believe it? Valentina's still awake. Charmaine says, I think it's so easy to get sucked into doing what others are doing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't realize that we aren't being our true self until you start digging deep and finding out who we are and what we like. You'll never know who your authentic self is. 100%, Charmaine. Love that, Charmaine. That's 100% though. That's correct. Elena said, yeah, so simple as well, referring to her reel. It was a really simple reel, right? My girl Pep, I have a ton of personalities and being me is full-time job. Yes, Pep's another one, right? We've known each other for a good while now. She lives in Texas. She's an amazing, amazing woman. And her entire social media is just covered in the most hilarious memes. I don't know where this woman finds them. Memes and reels and videos of stuff that you're like, what?
I'm so curious now.
You have to go. It's you see Sharon Pep Traver. Can you see her?
Yeah.
Go and follow her. If you need a giggle, that's the place to go.
Woo!
100%. The memes that she finds, I don't know where she gets them from. The reels that she finds, I have no idea where she finds it. But some of them, I'm just like, I'm physically crying with laughter or shock. It might be something that would shock you, and you'll be like, sorry, what did I just see? No, her page is a good vibes space. There ain't no negative, toxic nonsense.
I love it.
You won't find that there. So if I need that, I can just scoot over to her page and have a look and see what she's posted on her Facebook or her Instagram or whatever, right? She is just who she is, and she don't care what anybody's got to say about that, right?
Pep, you're gonna be my best friend from now on.
You'll love her. Oh, she's so amazing. She's so amazing, and she's another one that loves lipstick. She's a lipstick girl. Loves her lipsticks. Absolutely love. She's bought a few things unique wise, but she's got a whole damn store of lipsticks in her house, trust me. Wow. Shannon, hey Shan, this is exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you, ladies.
Aww.
You're welcome.
You see, we did a good thing. I told you we should share this on Facebook. I was like, we're talking about deep stuff, and when we talk about these things, people need to hear this, because sometimes we just get lost. Yeah. And when someone, it's like when Marva starts talking and she opens up my word, it's like, oh my God, I needed that.
Yeah.
We sometimes we think we're just having a conversation, you know, but this conversation is actually might be the thing that someone needs to hear. It happens to me so many times.
Yeah, communication, talking.
Why not sharing?
That's right.
And yes, Elena, I'm super excited still.
That's right.
I wish you could be there with me.
I really wish the energy and support will give us so much encouragement. Yes, because honestly, I was so gutted. And then when I saw the video of when you guys met, I was like, oh my God, that's like when I saw you guys in Fishy. Yeah. It's like the exact, I could feel the exact same energy. And I was like, oh my God, I need to be there. Like I need that in my life right now. I ain't gonna lie. I suffered with jealousy in that moment. I did, but a good type of jealousy, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But you could see, even if you didn't know, like if I didn't know you guys and I saw that as a reel, I would have felt the energy through that video, just because it was real and authentic. You both, Cos was genuinely like, oh my God, Valentina's come down to support me. Like, you know, she was genuinely happy to see you. I love it. I'm going to go look. Yeah, go and have a look at Pep's page. Honestly, it's hilarious. There you go. Pep's so funny on Instagram. That's her Instagram handle. She's on Instagram, she's on TikTok, and she's on Facebook. Trust me, like she's hilarious.
Can't wait.
And yes, she's shared on Facebook, and she's in the group. I know, I felt goosebumps too. Oh, bless you, cause turn it into a reel. Yes, you definitely got to turn that into a reel. Obviously, you two, the greeting. But but you see, cause and you are of the same, and you're two totally different people.
Yeah.
Okay, different journeys, different lifestyles, whatever.
Totally.
But your energies are the same. Okay, they connect. Your energies connect. There's something with your energies that you two connect. Do you see what I mean? If you didn't, right, something she gives you when you, not physically giving you, but her energy gives you something.
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing I can say about her is she's like so inspirational. She's so inspiring to me. Every time I talk to her,
everything that comes out of her mouth,
boom, I got an idea. Or maybe she got an idea. It's like never ending, and my brain starts to work like 100 miles per hour. It's like crazy.
And so encouraging and supportive and caring about other people. Cos messaged me, I hope she don't mind me telling her. She messaged, was it yesterday or the day before? And she said, she just randomly messaged me, said, have you had your blood test checked? What? And I was like, what?
Oh my God.
I wasn't sure if the message was for me, right? But she genuinely had concern, not because she thought I was sick or anything. She's just generally talking to several people about, you know, we should be checking our health and making sure everything's all right, especially as we're getting older. But she just generally reached out just to say, you know, maybe we should, you know, especially because I've been under a lot of stress lately and blah, blah, blah. I should, you know, and I'm older and everything. And I've just thought, wow.
This is so caring and loving.
Right.
I love that.
That's what I mean.
Oh my God, Cos. You see, we like change the subject on you. I mean, this is amazing. I'm like blown away, and this is really important.
Exactly. Cosent says, I think Unique gave us the platform to see ourselves deeply. Yes,
totally. Because, like for me, for example, the thing that really make the difference in my life is when I start to join Unique. When I joined Unique, I really had to get out from my comfort zone and try to do new things, like get confident. And the first thing that really was changing a lot for me was making a ponytail, showing my ears.
Really?
Yeah. It's like I couldn't even do something like that because I was so ashamed of myself and because I feel like they're a little bit like that, you know. I don't know how to say this in English, but we have a in Italian, yeah. And I remember you said, "You're joking? No, you don't have that, you know." And I was like, I never even questioned myself on that. I was just ashamed to try and show them because the way they looked, I felt they were not normal. And then I started to think about what's actually normality? Who's setting the fact that is normal or not normal? This is just me. This is the way I am. Even if I'm not gonna do my ponytail up, my ears will still be the same. So why I should avoid to feel comfortable and do a ponytail up just because other people, and then not being happy enough. This is just an example, just to make it clear. Like sometimes we stop ourselves from doing what we want because we think about other people judging. Sorry, if you hear any noise on the background, it's my screen daughter.
Teenagers making noise.
So what I'm trying to say is, like, don't think about other people's judgment. Try to be yourself and stick with who you are. Don't try to change yourself because you're gonna be the only one suffer. to suffer on that. Like, I never done, can you believe I never done a ponytail for 37 years?
Wow.
Since last year.
Wow.
It's like, why?
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying.
I was stopping myself. I was stopping to be myself.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid that other people would see my hair. What?
No,
I don't
but
care. My cat is
no.
naughty. Stop it.
I hear what you're saying.
So yeah, that was what Unique made me do.
Cos says, wow, I didn't know, and I didn't even notice it. You have changed me to, and Laura, hi Laura, you've changed me to a better human. Oh, no one is normal, Elena is saying. Shannon is saying, absolutely, that is so true. Elena, I get that. Everyone says you suit your hair down, but I can't wear it down for longer than a few hours before it goes up. But you do when you have your hair down, Elena, you do look, I love it down. And it might just be because we're so used to seeing it just scraped back. You don't do anything, and I'm not knocking you, by the way, but Elena doesn't do anything fancy with her hair. It's literally just pulled back. So it could be that when you do have it out, it's so different to what we normally see. But I do really like your like Elena's hair when she has it out, like Shannon's hair when Shannon's got those beautiful, oh my god, I love it. Again, for Shannon, it's maintaining it. But I get the hair. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that about you with a ponytail, but I get what you're kind of saying, right?
Yeah.
With that, because but when you stop doing it, or you kind of and say it out loud, you're like, how ridiculous does that sound? Like, you stop yourself your whole life trying something as simple as putting your hair up in a ponytail just because you're worried about what someone's going to say about your ears that actually none of us noticed.
So sometimes, most of the time, the thing we are scared about are only our limits. It's only about us. Most of the people, they don't even care about us. They don't, I mean, especially if you live in a big city like London, whoever is gonna notice my ear, let's be honest.
I
mean, and even if they're gonna notice, well, that's their problem. You don't like it.
I mean, why are we so worried? We've got people walking around the streets in PJs and big fur coats, walking their dogs. Like that's fashion. It's not that they just woke up and I'm taking my dog for a walk. People are actually buying designer PJs. I saw a kid on Instagram today. I don't know if he's a dancer or he's someone of influence. And he was out walking 5 of his dogs. And he literally had designer PJs on, and it looked like a furry dressing gown.
Oh my god!
And slippers, and I was like,
"What?"
But that anything goes now, innit? So why are we still worried about putting your hair up because your ears? You're worried about your ears when there's people walking around in like you know. So it does. It all comes down to finding yourself.
Yeah. And you know what else? Sorry if I'm interrupting you. No. About my ears, I didn't like them, yeah. So what I've also done is not only show them up as much as I can. I'm basically almost every day. It's only today because I was with Cos without kids, but I'm always with my hair up. I've also decorate them.
Yeah,
I did all this.
How many piercings have you got?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this side I have 1, 2, 3. But I said, let's make them nicer. So when I look at them, I like them more as well. So let's not only be confident, but let's try to make more value as well. Like, give a push. do something.
That's a really good idea.
I don't know. I just
good idea. I need to tell you about my health in DM. Okay. I need to tell you about my health in DM. Okay. Listen, I've got to say as well, like maybe it comes on the same thing. I'm being authentically you. I get a lot of messages. So I'm being authentic me now. I get a lot of messages from random people. Some I know, some I don't. Not trying to big myself up here in any shape or form. But I am crap at Messenger. I am not good with messages because my life is hectic. My life is busy.
I can confirm that.
Right. I'm constantly in the move all the time. There's something going on all the time, whatever, that I don't always get to all of these messages. And I know that for the sender, that can sometimes feel like that I'm ignoring them, or I don't want to speak to them maybe, but that's what I see in my head, is that people must think I'm ignoring them. Don't want to talk to them because they see me on social media. They see me on my profile posting, but their message hasn't been opened, or I've seen it. I've opened the message, but I haven't responded yet. And there was a stage where I used to feel bad about that. And I tried to be someone else, the person that was always available, always responding quick, all these things, but that isn't who I am. And what that caused was stress and anxiety and self-loathing. So I respond to the messages when I am able to. And when I read messages, I don't like to skip it and not fully give my attention to the message, no matter how big or small it is. So sometimes I see a message and I think, okay, I need to read that again. I'll come back to that later. But then something might happen like life does, and I might not get back to it for 3 days or a week, right? I've had to learn to love myself for that. I've had to learn to accept that's who I am, rather than me to keep pushing to be that person that other people out there will say, you need to make sure you get onto this. You need to make sure it's pressure. If it isn't who you are, right? Don't feel bad about it. Find another angle. Like your ears, you're like, okay, well, I don't like them how they look, so instead I'm going to dress them up. Yeah. Instead of just writing it off. So find another angle instead, and be real about it. I respect that. I get it. Let's have a look. Hey, Alicia. I respect that. I found that out. I have stage 0 non-invasive breast cancer. Okay, I'm not sure what stage 0 non-invasive breast cancer means. I don't think I've ever heard that. Have you?
No.
You'll have
non-invasive, it seems like it's not
so bad.
It's not bad tumor, right? So
stage
I hope this is the case. I hope it's not a bad one.
Yeah.
So all the best. I hope you're gonna feel better, Laura.
Yeah.
I hope so. I'm not sure either, to be honest.
I'm not sure what that means, Laura, but I hope that it's something that can be dealt with. Charmaine, I think we should normalize not replying to messages straight away. Sometimes we get distracted and have children and needs that need you sometimes, etc. Yes, we all accept that of you too. Lowest of things, 6.5 weeks of radiation. So it's the lowest of it, of them all.
Lowest of things, 6.
I think she means it's the lowest form of cancer, maybe. But she still needs to do 6.5 weeks of radiation. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Laura. We'll have a chat about it. I think we should normalize not replying. Yeah, I think we should normalize that too, Charmaine, not replying to messages straight away, because we get distracted. Yeah, otherwise what I used to find as well, I'd find myself constantly glued to my inbox, because I'd want to make sure I reply to somebody straight away. As soon as they send it to me, I've got to reply. And they're constantly, I think you're one person sending the message, but that person might have 50 messages or more already, right? So as well as we need to normalize it, people also need to try and take a step out of their shoes and think about the person they're sending it to.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real about it. There's a lot of people that get upset when you don't respond, especially if they see you posting on your social, but you haven't responded to their message, right?
Yeah.
They get upset, right? And I find the ones that get upset the most that are the ones that are in business too. And you're like, well, you should understand more so than somebody that isn't in business, because you should understand that that person's working, or they're doing this, or they're with their kids, it's dinner time, it's this, but you want immediate respond here and now. And some people will even call you out on it in group chats or in groups or whatever. I sent you a message, like,
no, exactly,
right?
No.
Okay, but then when the table turns, that very same person will be the one that will say, I'm busy. do you see what I mean, right?
Totally.
So,
and let's not forget that you have kids, and you, like, I feel sometimes we find ourselves like maybe in the middle of something, or with other people constantly checking phones. I mean, this is not how life works. When you spend time with your kids, you need to have quality time. You need, if you are with a friend, you need to spend quality time with a friend. You can't be stuck with the phone all the time and checking on other things, because life is one, and you are here today, you don't know what's happening tomorrow. So
and that's the other thing, that comes to boundaries.
Yeah.
And boundaries that you have to set for yourself as well, not necessarily boundaries that you have to set for other people. Like, you set boundaries for other people, but you have to set the boundary for yourself as well. Listen, I'm not saying I'm perfect at that, because I'm not. I am definitely one of those people that I can have someone around and I'm trying to work at the same time. Why? Because my boundaries haven't been set. And people forget that yes, I'm at home, but I'm working.
Yeah.
People don't see that like that. They forget that, okay, actually, yeah, I'm working. Like, so if you come and interrupt my day, that's my working hours you're interrupting. That means I have to work later to catch up on the things that I would have done at that time.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean, right? And I'm not, sometimes it's okay because you're happy to do that, but there's been many occasions in my life, whether it's the kids that are bringing their friends round, or someone randomly shows up at my house, or somebody calls me and then I'm on the phone for 2 hours, or like, crazy. That's my time. I can't rock up to your workplace and say, I need to speak to you right now, and take you away 2 hours. I can't do that, right? You couldn't even come and see me at the door if you're at work, right? But because I'm and work at home, people forget that. So, and I haven't set the boundary sometimes to say, no, I can't do that today. I'm working. I can't do that today. I can do this time, but not that time. Or, I'm like, no, okay, if you need me, yeah, cool, yeah, come round. Oh no, yeah, cool, it's all right. We'll stay on the phone for so long, blah, 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 chat for it. That's on me, because I haven't set the boundary.
Yeah.
Right? But it's also when you understand it, to also understand not just from your perspective, but from somebody else's perspective. Like today, yeah. You'd gone to see Cos. I wasn't able to come, but you went, and it went later than you expected and whatever. And when you messaged saying, I'm on my way now, are you available now? And I was like, just take your time, don't stress about it. Because to me, you've gone out and done something that you needed to do. You've had a good time. I'm not going to stress you and say, oh, no, we need to, come on, Valentina, like, we need to, no. Because I take myself out of my shoes and, like, I know what it's like. She's running around, she's going to get a kid from school and Last thing you need is pressure that SJ's waiting to get online with me.
I was under pressure, but not because you put me under pressure, because I had a commitment.
That's the pressure that you put on yourself, right? Yeah. Because you had made a commitment that you wanted to, right? But I was like, don't stress. Whereas other people would be like, yeah, okay, come on, I've only got 5 minutes or whatever, because they're only thinking about themselves and not the person, right? This is not how it goes. Family first. This is also why we have a group chat. Sometimes someone else will have the answer too. Yes, Elena. It's a respect thing in business or personal life. Absolutely, Laura. That's exactly why we have a group chat, because someone else might have the answer instead of it being responsibility of one or two people. Somebody else might have the answer. So I've been trying to figure out who, and I said to Valentina earlier, I've been trying to figure out how, I believe I am authentically me. I don't know how else to do anything other than me, but I know there have been stuff that I've done or tried because I've been told to do it, or someone said that's the way to do it, or blah, 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 that hasn't necessarily felt authentic truly to me. So I've been trying to figure out doing different things that are truly authentic to me, regardless of what result I get from that. And what I've been finding is that because I'm not focused on the result of what I get from it, I'm actually getting a bigger result or response from it, because I'm not focused on, if I create this is going to get me 500 followers or whatever it might be. Do you understand? I mean, that's just a crazy example, but do you understand what I mean? I don't create stuff now thinking about necessarily about will people like this? I'm more creating it, does it feel good to me? I don't know if I make sense there.
Does it come more natural to you to do this? Are you gonna do things that you love, that you can express properly? I think it's great, and it's gonna be worth it. I mean, this is what you always said to me, so I'm sending back to you. And I think it's gonna work well.
Or I'll just at you, laugh out loud. Yes, Elena, I'm glad you found that way helps, sister. Yeah, I do. It's like, I'll use an example. Estate is just herself. I am just myself. I use an example. Me and Marva had a brief conversation earlier about the professional page, the Facebook professional page, because I haven't switched. And I know when it first came out, it felt like the whole world of Facebook, everybody switched to professional mode, and all of a sudden everybody was a digital creator. Everywhere I looked, everybody was a digital creator. And it was like, what? Like, what does this mean? Like, to me, and I'm not knocking anyone, please don't see it this way, I am not comfortable calling myself a digital creator. I'm not comfortable with that myself, because I'm not a digital creator. I create stuff digitally. I get it's really weird, but I'm not a digital. There are people that are digital creators, whether they've studied it, whether they've spent years researching, whether they've spent years building up their following, and they're sitting and they're spending hours creating stuff. That's what I see a digital creator is. It's like an influencer to me is somebody who's been there doing that for a long time and has built up their trust and their reputation, not somebody who suddenly proclaims themselves as a influencer because they think whatever comes out of their mouth is
yeah.
You know, do you understand what I'm saying? Right? That's me. That's not knocking anyone. That's just how I feel about it. So I remember when it first came out, and I had a look. I looked down the categories of whatever it is. What would you call it? Is it your label? I guess I don't know what it's called, but
it's like
call yourself, right? And I didn't find any category that I felt comfortable to call myself. Like,
fair enough.
Nothing, right? And I was like, I am not calling myself a digital creator. I'm not calling myself this and that. Now, maybe this is something I need to work on. I don't know. I'm just saying it as it is. I could have done it because everybody else was doing it. Everybody's done it. And I've asked so many times, somebody please tell me, and if you know the answer to this, what is the difference between a professional page and a business page? And what is the main benefit to you having a professional page as opposed to the standard Facebook page profile? As of yet, the only answer I ever get is you can see the insights.
Yes.
And you can schedule posts. Yeah. Those are the only two, I'm not swearing at anyone, but those are the only two things that anyone I've asked has said. You can see the insights and you can schedule posts.
Elena, I love you. Google it.
I have no idea what that digital creator is.
Just Google it.
Google it, Charmaine. So those are the only two things, right?
Yeah.
I'm not motivated by numbers.
Yeah.
Or names or titles. That would be the right thing. Titles. I'm not motivated by numbers and I'm not motivated by titles. So that actually switches me off, because what it does for me, this is from my perspective.
Yeah.
Calling myself a digital creator makes me very uncomfortable, because now I feel like I need to do more work to what's the word? To be worthy of that title, I need to do more content, digital content, to be worthy of the title. This is how my brain works. I'm going to call myself a digital creator. I need to be doing way more digital content to warrant that title, in my opinion. Number two, the insights. Fabulous. I understand the benefit of that. But I can get that on my business page. So if I'm going to have the professional page, then why do I need my business page? Yeah, because exactly. I want to work smarter, not harder. I don't want to now have to think, right? So that doesn't turn me on. Number two, with insane insights, again, for me, it gives me insecurities, because what happens is I'm focusing on the numbers. I'm focusing, oh my God, I'm in a minus. I've lost some people today. Oh, wow, I've gained 5. Like, I'm focusing purely on what it shows me in terms of followers and stuff. This is me. This is not everyone. This is just me. So it's a trigger for me.
Makes sense a lot.
What I find I will do is every day I'll switch on and I'll go into my insights and see and every minute of the day, has it gone up? Has it gone down? Oh my God, what am I doing wrong? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm not good at this. Da, da, da. So you know what? Don't have it.
Yeah.
Keep the trigger away. And I'm not focused on it. And just do things that you won't want to do it. And how I gauge whether people enjoy what I put out is whether people are interacting with me.
Yeah.
No one's interacting with me, then what I'm putting out clearly is not very good. Mm-hmm. People are interacting with me, then people clearly like something, or it's triggered something, or it's inspired something, or whatever it is. That's how I gauge it at the moment. Until I can find a valid reason for myself that I see why having a professional page would be a benefit to me, I won't switch. But most people, and be honest with yourself, guys, those of you who have switched, be honest with yourself, most switched because everybody else did. They just followed like sheep with no real idea as to why they were switching, no real idea of how it even works, no real idea of what a digital creator actually even means. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? The majority, I'm not saying everyone, because there's people that switched and know exactly what they're doing with it. Like, say, Kate Day, she switched, she knows exactly what she's doing with it, right? But the majority are not Kate Days. The majority are not all these. The majority are just people trying to find the key to something, but are looking everywhere for it, but within themselves.
Yeah. Well, for me, I can tell you my personal experience. I switched
Yeah, you did.
And I've been loving it since I did. And I'm really happy I did, actually. Because for me, well, first of all, I'm an accountant, so everything is about numbers.
Exactly.
And so, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, first thing. Second thing, I'm bilingual. I have two different kind of people, and I need to see the difference and what's my people.
Right.
Because I want to be there for them.
Both.
Yes.
See, so
that's the reason. That's
right.
That's the
I mean, you don't need to justify it to me at all. But
no, it's just
you found the benefit for you is I'm able to keep a track on my two different communities and make sure I'm serving them both however you want to serve us, right?
But I can only do this through numbers.
You don't have a business page.
I do have a business page I've created, but I literally never use it because I find it is not representing me. I just feel what I do is me, and I need to share it on my profile.
Yes, I understand.
Now that I passed to a professional digital creator, I find it really suits me because it's me. And I do my business on my profile. So I don't need an extra page. I don't like it. If I need extra, I create a group, I create something else. I don't, and especially because my main profile, my main social media is Instagram, is not Facebook. So I don't want to work with a
I understand.
page. I want everything to be on my main profile. But that's the main reason. But everyone is different. I feel everyone may have a different reason.
But you see, you've been true to yourself. You know why you switched.
Yeah.
You know why you did it. Most people have switched because it's like
it's a trend.
It's a trend, yeah. Like, what was the thing that Instagram brought out? What was it? Threads.
Yeah, Threads.
That came out and the whole world went wild. Everybody got a Threads account. I mean, is that still going? I don't have a Threads account. I was like, what do I need it for? I was like Twitter. I hate Twitter. Don't want it. Me too. So if it's like Twitter, I definitely don't need it. But it flags up every now and then, you know, open your Threads account. I don't need a Threads account. Thank you very much. Right. But again, most people went and got it. They didn't even know why they were getting it. They had nothing to understand.
Me too. I was just curious.
Know, right? Why did you open Threads?
I was just curious to know what is in there. What's that? I've used it once and then I realized it was like Twitter and I was like, no way. That's it. Never logged in again.
So you see, it's really it's okay to be it's okay that I don't have a professional page, just as it's okay that Valentina does have a professional page. The common thing here is that both of us made the decision based on ourselves, not based on masses of people screaming saying this is the best thing since sliced bread, you need to have it. And not saying it isn't the best thing since sliced bread, but at least understand why you want it. It's the same I find with promotions in our not just in our company, I guess in any company that you're in. Why do you want that promotion? Why do you want to get to the next level? What does that mean to you? What is it going to do for you? Like, most people are saying, like, say in our business, I want to be black status. I want to be black status. Well, why do you want to be black status? They can't answer. So then what are you doing? Or it could be coral. Why do you want coral? They can't answer. So then what are you doing? Like, there's got to be you need, like,
you need to have a vision. You need to be set for your goals and know why you're going there. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not just because the person you like is already like coral, so you want to be like her. No, you need to, if you want to get there, you need to know why you're getting there. Not because you want to copy someone else.
Not because you want to copy someone else.
I'll tell you when I get there.
No, but it's true. It's not because you want to copy someone else, or not just because you want to be able to say, I don't know what Coral is, what the title is, but okay, I'm green, so mine's brand director, because I want to be able to say I'm a brand director. Well, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Yeah. If you get what I mean. Like, why do you want to be a brand director? How is that going to change your life by being able to say that you're a brand?
This thing that you're saying is just opening another big subject.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
Which is like, how do you think seeing yourself, like sometimes we say, oh, I want to be that. I want to be that. And then when I will get there, I will be this. Yeah. Like I will be Coral and I will be so happy. I will stop worrying about money and I will do this. And then once you get there, because you don't have a purpose, you just get there and you find yourself empty and you feel you're not going to be happy enough. And you feel like what you've done is not your happiness. So stop and think about what you're doing and why you're doing that. So just don't do it because of the sake of you want to reach the top and because maybe you're going to get there and you're not going to be happy. I mean, it's normal. Everyone can fail and can do mistakes in life, but maybe you're going to work so hard in order to get there and you haven't enjoyed as well the journey. So try to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Stick with a plan that you know why you're doing something, and then all the journey that you're gonna do is gonna be enjoyable, because life is one at the end. So better to be happy when you arrive at the destination. Yeah. So I think I saw it somewhere. It was a quote saying, like, it's not important where you're going, but it's important the journey, like the journey you make. I think it's the Lion King.
Yeah, it's the journey that's most important. That's not the destination. So, I can't remember the exact wording, but I know what you're saying.
Something like that. So it's really good to stop, and as you said that so many times, and I kept like, I loved that sentence, just be silent, set your goals, know the reason why you're doing stuff, and then moving, act. So that don't complain, stop complaining, because it's like, I don't have this, I'm not lucky, I can't do this, I can't do that. No one was born already ready for doing everything.
Right.
You can do your best, you can learn, you can read, you can try, you can retry. And once you're gonna be authentic, you're gonna be yourself, you're gonna get there. Exactly. And I'm sure you think we're gonna get there, and I'm sure I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, you definitely will. Let's read what they're saying. I primarily use my main Facebook, but I also copy to business page. Too many other stuff posts on it and really don't interact on the business page. Yeah, the business page is hard to build.
Yeah.
When I first joined this company, I was told to open a business page, and I did. I think 2 or 3 days after I joined. And I've debated so many times about shutting it down. I have, because it's hard to build, and I feel like I'm spreading myself all over the place, and I'm trying to niche it down. I mean, one space. I'm not all over the place, right?
Yes.
But that attachment that I've had it for so long and stuff on there, I'm like, would I be doing a disservice if I shut it down? So I'm still on the fence with that. But yes, business page is hard to build. Don't talk to me about numbers. I agree.
That's why I haven't really started.
They're not easy to build. I love that. I don't think it will benefit myself. I'm just about keeping up with 2 different Facebook accounts, Charmaine. I love trying to work out what you're saying in your stories. That's what you're saying about you when you're talking Italian. Yeah. I'm the same, Elena. I'm like, what? Like, from your facial expressions, I try to work out what you're saying. I tried for threads. It was naff. Sometimes you've got to see what the hype is about and see if it's for you. Absolutely, I hear you on that, Lena. And again, I was curious about Threads until someone said it was like Twitter, and I was like, I'm not even going to go there. And then I heard someone say, if you open it and then you don't like it and want to close it, you'll lose your Instagram account as well. And I was like, not going to do that. So I just left it alone. I don't know if that's still a thing, but in the beginning, if you closed it, you lost your Instagram as well. You'd have to start all over. And I was like,
thankfully, I haven't done it.
Yeah, so I was like, forget that. Hey, Radine, Cos, I hope it is recordings. I need to sleep. Yeah, go to sleep, babe. Yeah, of course it's recording. It's live.
Yeah.
My little monsters will wake me up in the morning anyway. Love you guys.
Oh my God, don't even let me think about that.
Listen, I got to work tomorrow. I'm working in the morning. God, you need the passion to keep hitting goals. Yes, you do. That's why I did it as well. Yes. Yeah. I think back in if you're an OG presenter, we're not even called that anymore, but if you're OG, that's what everybody was told to do. Open a business page and get a Facebook group. So a lot of us OGs have that, and it's the attachment of letting it go. But I am seriously considering just getting rid of the business page, even getting rid of my customer group, because the way Facebook now, or Meta, whatever it's called now, has done things, makes it very hard to build communities in those spaces now. People, like my VIP group is, I know people see stuff because you can see that people are seeing stuff, but there's no interaction. So why am I feel like I'm wasting my time, or am I bothering people if you don't want to be here? So I'm still trying to work that out.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not
with
sure
what?
About the fact that you're saying I feel I'm bothering people. I don't think so, because if you're bothering people, they leave.
Yeah, but it's like, is anyone getting any value out of being in that group? Because if there's no, then what's the point? That's something I'm trying to work out myself, right? And trying to keep up, it's just constant. I tried the business page, but I couldn't keep up. I was trying to build up on my Facebook as well as gain interest in the business page. I felt like I may as well just post to my main account, which is what Valentina's saying. Everybody is different. It's what the thing is, like,
for you, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's what me and V is saying, is whatever works for you and feels good to you, do that. Don't be swayed by everybody's doing this. And a lot of the great people in the world here today, or have already left, most of them, what they had in common is that they did it their way.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, we don't try as well because of fear. So you need to try stuff and see if it works or not. So just don't say, oh no, I'm gonna do this way just because it's the easiest way. But you're not really trying to do something. So you need always to try to improve yourself a little bit. Try, see how it goes, and then if you feel it's not for you, it's fine.
It's fine.
But
absolutely. And
don't limit yourself. This is what I want to try to say. Like, just get out and always try to do more, experience new things.
Again, coming back to attracting your vibe, when you're trying new things, if you're surrounded by the right energy of people, you can ask them to give you feedback on the new, I'm trying something new. Like, guys, give me, what do you think? Or, on this or that. Like, Valentina gave me, like, I'm going to let V go soon because she's got to go to bed, I've got to go to bed. But just my last thing I want to say is, Valentina gave me, I wouldn't say it's a critique. She gave me feedback on stories on Instagram, because I don't think they come through. I don't know if some of them do, but not all of them come through onto the Facebook when it's shared dance one. On my Instagram, in my stories, I share a lot of dance videos, because those that know me well know dance is my thing. And I share a lot of dance videos that I come across. Me and Valentina had a conversation, and she said to me, I love watching your stories. I love whatever in your stories. She goes, but the one thing that I don't really understand or enjoy is when you post the dance, when you share dance videos, not of me dancing, like of other people, because she's like, I'm not a dancer. I don't know how to dance and do that. And I don't know what I'm looking at, right? I didn't get upset. I didn't like, oh my God, you just offended me. Like, how dare you? Like, dance is my life. I didn't, I took that and I was like, wow, yeah, you're right. I have people that watch my stories that aren't necessarily into dance. So how can I don't want to stop sharing the dance, because that is a part of me, but how can I make it more inclusive for those people that aren't necessarily into dance, but they're seeing it? So I've started to experiment with how I share it. Like, instead of just sharing a video of someone dancing, I'll add maybe a clapping emoji or wording to saying, oh my God, that move was, difficult, or whatever it is, that it's giving some kind of informational value to the person that's looking at it, as opposed to you flick on my stories and you see some dude doing some crazy dance, but you're like, I don't even know what that is. Like, or do you understand what I mean? So if you're surrounded by the right people, you won't feel, what's the word?
You won't feel judged.
Yes, that's it. You won't feel judged. And you can get the feedback that you need, especially when you work for yourself. Because if you're working for yourself, you don't have a boss that's telling you what you're doing good or what you're doing bad or what needs work on. So it's important to have somebody around you that will give you, right? So that's just something to think about as well. People see you on my main page, then you post the same in your business page. Then people are on your hold on a minute, I've missed something here. People see you on your main page, then you post the same in your business page. Are then people on your Facebook? If so, then I would close it, because you are doubling up, unless people are reaching you from that option.
I got what you mean.
Yeah, no, I get you saying no. The people, there are people on my business page that are also my Facebook friends, but I would say a lot of people on my business page have nothing to do with my Facebook profile. When I've had a look, they're not friends. That I don't know these people, and for some reason I have a big Mexican following. I don't know why that is. I spoke to Annie, who Daljit did the live with, when I was in America, and I said to her, I got a lot of Mexican followings, but I don't know why. She goes, it's because you dance and because you're dark. They love your skin and they love that you can dance. That's why. And I was like,
how to blame them? I mean,
again, that was feedback to me, because it's like, okay, then maybe I need to switch up my content to accommodate, but I haven't. Why haven't I done it? Because I'm thinking of language barrier. Because there was a time in the past when we launched in Mexico, that's probably where they've come from. When we launched in Mexico, I did a huge campaign. I got loads of followers. And then I tried to have conversations, and I was using Google Translate, and it was just coming out all wrong back in those days, right? I don't know if it's still bad now. That was it. Put me off, and I just won't attempt it again. Right? Because I'm like, how do I communicate with these people when I don't speak their language and they don't speak mine? Right? But a lot of my following on my business page is Mexican, believe it or not. I love seeing your daily life. I personally think you shouldn't stop sharing what you enjoy. No, that's right.
It's true.
I love seeing your daily life, SJ. It feels nice to know I'm not the only one that has hiccups along the way, right? Sister Martha's here. She's been very quiet.
Hello. I'm almost going to bed. I can't keep going. She's gonna wake me up.
And she's been drinking. You can post the video, but before you do, put yourself into the clip explaining what's happening. I'll show you, because I can't explain. Yeah. Yeah, something like that, Elena.
You can click translate on Facebook if there's someone talking. Yes, if you post something, if you do a post, then the other person that got it set up on Facebook in another language can click translate and they can see what you wrote.
What do you mean? Hold on, say again.
So let's say, for example, I'm Spanish, and you do a post on Facebook with a picture and a big sentence, whatever. So myself, when I go and check on your profile, I will see the sentence that you wrote in English, and I'm gonna have a button that says see translation. So if I click on that, it will automatically translate in my language.
But that doesn't work for videos.
I don't think so, no. It might, but if you put subtitles on, it might like.
Oh, if I switch the subtitles on and the actual.
Might be.
Might translate in there from whichever country they're coming from. Would it translate in?
I'm not sure 100% because I'm not an expert, but I know I have my subtitles on. So whatever video I see, well, not whatever, but most of the videos I see, I can see the translation in subtitles in English is fine, but because obviously I can understand. I did it mostly because sometimes I just watch on silent.
Oh, right. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So sometimes I watch videos like that on recordings as well.
I think you can click translate on Facebook if there's someone talking in a different language in the comments. Oh, okay, because I'm not sure how that works, but not.
You might have to ask Cos because I think she might know.
Okay, I'll check that because that's the only thing that I'm like, how do I? Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, well, anyway, guys, this is a random.
Yeah, live.
Random Valentina's idea because we were having a one-to-one anyway. But thank you for joining us because I know
thank you guys, that was amazing.
I need to go see because I gotta get out for work. I ain't getting no lay-in tomorrow, and it's going to be a busy day apparently tomorrow. So
yeah,
so
I wish you the best.
So I need to go to bed, but it's been I've enjoyed doing this, and Valentina's way past their bedtime.
I'm usually like 10:30, maximum 11. I'm in bed.
Mark was like, hey ladies, I'm just here eating. Eating what?
Marva, you're supposed not to eat after 6 o'clock. 8 maximum, okay? You kidding me? Your blood sugar level's gonna go up.
Don't let Cos hear you say that.
Yeah, you know, okay, no, I'm not gonna give this bad energy, but you know what happened to people? Most of the people, they have heart attack during the night because they eat before going to bed, and then the stomach gets overcharged with sugars and they get this heart attack. Marva, don't eat after 10.
You hear that, Marva? Lena's like chips, pizza. She's eating pizza.
Pizza. Oh my God.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. You said pizza, you said the magic word.
She's so naughty. All right, well, we're gonna get off. We'll do this again. I'm not gonna give you no dates or times, but we will do this again.
We'll do it for sure.
I've enjoyed doing this with Valentina anyway.
That was really nice. Yeah, thank you.
We will definitely do this again. Actually, we're just gonna take our selfie.
Yippee.
Like we do. But thank you guys for joining us and interacting, and feel free if you catch this on the replay and you've got any comments, questions, whatever, just post it and we'll come back to it. And stuff, you know, we're just sharing our own thoughts and feelings. We're not saying we're right about everything. So haters out there, don't be coming with the comments, you know, the keyboard warriors and all of that. Don't even bother. Okay.
No bother.
Positive vibes over here only.
All
right. Love you, girlfriend.
Good night, everyone. Bye, Sugar. Thank you so much.
Night, baby. I will speak to you later. Love you, honey.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Did you want me, Reece?